Alrighty, here we go. Hey, look, it looks. Does it look good? Am I in focus? I don't know if I'm in focus, but I mean, I'll take it. I'll take this little shot right now. This looks better than normal because I finally found out like 10 minutes before recording that my lamp has a rotation and you could rotate it. It doesn't matter really, but the fact that you could rotate it means that it actually could have been fixed a long time ago. So now it looks a little better in my mind. And that's kind of annoying to me. Considering I did not know that till maybe now. And I've had this for maybe 2 years at this point. So that's been great. That's been great news for me. To have a one little piece of light bulb shine right here while everything else is blue. So this is a public video. I realize this is not a Patreon video. This is a free video for the friends here on the internet to keep you guys updated what's been going on because you're on YouTube. You're subscribed to this channel. It's weird. It's a tough. I'm trying to put into words right now. It's been weird. Obviously, I mean, I think this whole thing has been weird, shall we say? Considering pandemic, personal things going on with my family, and just personal mental health for me. It's been rough. Like, I mean, it's been rough for everybody. So who am I to just say, man, it's really challenging. It's been one of those things where it's just trying to find what you're good at, what you're not good at, and trying to figure it out. Uh, since like I love to write. I was like way, way, way back in like in high school era. I love to write. I was a type person on various chats, like in Discords, and I'm always active. Tap 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 tap. I love to write. I love to ramble. I love to be active and ongoing when I get the chance. Because once like my brain's like on write mode, I'm not stopping. And I think that's just been the way I have been like early on, like even as a kid. Like it's one of those things where it's like when something's very interesting and you just keep talking and talking, talking, and then you just won't shut up. That was always like me. So it was very fun to just like be on the internet and type, and then like write, and then like talk about my interests and like things like game shows. So then you do game shows, I suppose, because I could talk for hours about game shows. People love that show. And then like personal shit hit, pandemic hit, and it's just like trying to find your priorities. I wanted to get into Twitch streaming because everybody's doing Twitch streaming. I'm learning the hard way that that's kind of becoming a bad idea, especially when it comes to revenue splits and the whole streamer culture. And YouTube in general doesn't really like. I don't know. It's tough to explain. A Twitch streamer has to be on for hours, and they have to juggle streaming, looking at chat, gaming, or whatever is their interest, painting, being in a bikini, jumping into a ball pit, whatever it is. And it's just been like trying to find what your expertise is. And I love talking games. I love playing games, but it's just kind of been a weird. It's not my really like I love video games. I will gladly talk about video games. I used to be like a minor journalist in gaming, like for a hot moment there. I covered games, and it's such a fun industry when I could see why a lot of people want to be game journalists and why a lot of people want to talk games for a living because it's just it's in some parts it's still a job. You still have to write. There's still deadlines met, but there is like still some sort of thing of like theoretically you're paid to play games, and that's very cool. And like the last few weeks, I'm not talking just G4 here, like Fanbyte and Game Informer, pretty much all these places that cover games have been like in a rocky start. And that has really like just made me go, God, why am I doing this? So I'm like checking out Giant Bomb, and Giant Bomb's fun. Dan's back, and it's still trying to be really silly content. And you're checking out Nextlander. You're checking out Jeff Gerstmann's show, Jeff Gerstmann's show, a podcast about gaming, and you're trying to find like what's the stuff that made you enjoy games in the first place and why you love talking about games. And yes, there's a whole lot of other places and a lot of content places. I'm sure that you can name a dozen right now. Kind of Funny, Rooster Teeth. There's the what's his name? Dunkey. He has a game company now. You have what's his face? The motherfucker nerd, the fucky nerd, motherfucker fuck nerd, gaming fuckity gaming, irate gamer, yeah. And in that whole area of gaming content, then you have like your Twitch streamers and your Pokemanes and your dreams. I didn't expect people to be really excited about a dream reveal. Literally. It was something like, hey guys, hang on, sorry, let me just do a quick recreation of what this was. This is what everyone was excited about on the internet all week last week. Okay guys, I'm gonna do a face reveal. Okay guys. That was the face reveal. People were excited about Dream's face reveal. I'm too old for this shit. I mean, I'm not gonna yuck yums, as it were, because I think the way things have been going online is internet celebrities are celebrities, and like any internet celebrity, there's drama and gossip and all this shit. And that's why people care about the Try Guys, because the wife guy is cheating on his wife. He's not really a wife guy. And now he's no longer there. And let's be honest here. I'm just going to be completely honest. I knew who the Try Guys were, but it was kind of like my brain goes, oh, those are the people who work at BuzzFeed and they just kind of do really boring content where it's like, we just eat food. Or let's just let's try it and let's spend a day doing something else. And just like the content never engaged to me, and it just felt like boring ass shit. So seeing news like this, I was like, again, who cares? This is just content creators and they're going through a shitty thing, and like every gossip thing, there's always some horrible consequence. And then you hear all the news about like Fanbyte and now I think was it Fandom bought GameSpot and Giant Bomb, and they have a whole thing including TV Guide. So I'm sitting here going, I have aspirations. I have ideas. And my brain sinks to realize that maybe, just maybe here, I'm not going to get my dreams done. Maybe, dreams are dreams, things you fall asleep to at night, and they're never going to happen. So you just got to make do with what you have and hope for the best. And that's been kind of what I've been trying to do. I'm going to be honest. It's really been just like the head against wall gif that you sometimes see. It's been that for like 2 years at this point. I want to write, but every analytic says don't be a writer. Writing's bad. No one watches, no one reads anymore on the internet. You got to do video content. And video content takes too much time. It turns out video content, you need editors and you need things. And you got to do like the little thing, like, like when they have like the zoom in effect. You have to have the quick zoom in of cuts, and you have to have like overlay graphics. You need to have all sorts of shit, and I'm lazy. And also, I don't think my content's that superior to most vlogger renter people. That it's like a waste of time for me to go into that. I'm not a stand-up comedian, so I'm not really trying to be an on-air personality hosty person, because that's now every host. Pretty much every host that you see on television is a comedian or an actor. So you gotta be a social media celebrity. And social media celebrities are... Look, I'm not saying I don't like social media people, because a lot of them are just producers being on camera. But it's like the weak ass engagement shit. Yo man, so what is when you say Nintendo, what's your favorite Nintendo game? Like fucking Kirby? Like so you just want me to write Kirby so you get the easy comment of Kirby. Okay, that's okay, sure. But it's not just one that's like every place. And then you see thumbnails, and the thumbnails have to have like the weird faces, and it's just like it makes no sense to me. And like the whole world now. And this is probably me being old and being cranky old guy. The whole world of internet content creation now is all based on engagement and enticing people to click on a link. And that means either lying in the thumbnail, lying in the title, lying in the description, or lying to the public. And I know lying is a very strong word. Sometimes it's just like pulling people in, like we tried every nacho at Taco Bell or something like that. Or what the fuck does Mr. Beast do? Like we gave people $100,000. It's just like that kind of shit. And like people watch it because hey, it's on the thumbnail, it's the front, and YouTube encourages this. And no. For me, here's the way maybe how my brain thinks, and I don't have this written down, so it's kind of not really the case. When something's on my mind, I want to like type it out, just type everything, and then just spew it out and edit it slightly, because I know if I'm just rambling like what I'm doing now, there's going to be there's going to be uhs, I might be repeating myself, it might not make the most direct conversation. And I feel like it's also not really fair, to say the least. Like, it's a case of, like, it just feels like everything is just not real. And I'm going to put real. And I feel like a Holden Caulfield, everything's phony kind of thing right now. But it just doesn't feel right. None of this feels right to me. Because, like, for me, every single, like, aspirational idea I've wanted to do, I feel like it's not good anymore. And that's kind of been the brain's sadness, to say the least. Like, for instance, like, let's go through some of the basic answers. So, I could have been a game show host. You know, because game show, it doesn't work as you would think. First, you need agents. First, you need directors. You need producers. You need to work the thing. You need to build your name across in the industry. That's the TV industry, not really social media industry. Social media industry is a whole other ballgame, because that's basically a talent acquisition. And a talent acquisition basically means you're trying to lend your name to a product to try and sell to advertisers and to the network. So, when it comes to a TV show, and you're a game show host, there's not really a game show host. And sometimes there never really was. It's really been musicians and actors, and this has just always been a secondary job. Richard Dawson was on Hogan's Heroes. He's an actor, for instance. So you have to basically find your style. I'm not a stand-up comedian, because have you seen stand-up comedy lately? Yeah. I'm not Bo Burnham. I'm not going to be playing a piano and then talk about depression. It's not really my thing. You could try it. It could be Bill Barr, Bill Barr is really funny. I think everyone likes Bill Barr because his whole gimmick is Bostonian sports nerd, I would say. Like the classic Bostonian, what the fuck's wrong with you? I don't get it type. And I like that kind of humor in him. There's the Bill Maher's of the world. And God, why'd I say Bill Maher? Because he's comic poison. I'm not, let's be honest. I think that was a mistake on my end. Apologies. Bill Maher is comedy poison. Regardless where you fall on the political spectrum, if you're trying to be one of those no political correctness, bullshitty, like yucko people, or one of these like trying to be like a Jon Stewart, politically active, progressive kind of people, Bill Maher, wherever you are, Bill Maher's show, he shuts you fucking down. He tries to do the I'm gonna join you and do a riff, and it just never it sucks. It's like the shittiest fucking thing. Legit, I would rather be on Gutfeld over Bill Maher. Like, that's how bad it is. If I was a comedian, which, once again, I'm not. So it's been weird. Because that's what talent is. So let's just put all of the on-camera things aside, because that's kind of one area people have suggested. I'm only going by what you have told about me. Second, be a professional writer. Because, once again, type. A, you have to write down the blocks. There's a lot of syntax errors, by the way. Did I ever tell you I have a lot of syntax errors in my stream of consciousness writing? Microsoft agrees, and they don't like it. So you have to write the books, you have to get the Simon & Schuster's to do the book deals and all that, and then you hope that people buy your book. And I don't know if you know this, but books are kind of like podcasts. Almost everybody has one, including me. All I have left is a podcast. Literally, that is it. That is all I have left in this weird internet world besides social medias is a podcast. My focus every week is on one show every week, and that is this weird show about the news, current events, gaming, movies, television shows, and yes, game shows, and more. And it's called A Podcast with Jordan Haas, and that's basically what I wanted to plug at the beginning of this show. It's the only thing I have going for me. I guess that should be the slogan. It's the only thing Jordan has going for it. It's I hate to say a rambly show, but the reason I thought podcast was, one, most people who have an opinion on the internet don't have the balls to put up money to start a podcast. If they do, it's going to be a free podcast on Anchor FM, or they're just going to be putting it on YouTube because that's all they ever do. 3, they know that because it's on YouTube, they can easily play the algorithm YouTube bullshit game. And I don't play that kind of game. I think for me, it's easier for me to just make a tweet saying, hey, I'm talking about anime this week, or I'm talking professional wrestling this week. That just is my MO. Everybody has their own strategies on this. I don't follow what everyone else tells me I should do. And I think that's kind of a problem. So I decided to do a podcast because here's the format, essentially. I normally write, like I used to write, because I love to write. Like just, hey, this is a game review, blah, 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 blah. And then on the microphone, like this one, that you can't see because it's off frame, I talk into it. This is actually the same microphone. And then it's recorded like an ebook and then put out on the internet. And there's a free version, which is one article, in the rambly thing, because I think the rambly thing is kind of the fun part, because it's kind of like this. It's all rambly, makes no fucking sense, and people kind of want that weirdness. But then there's a little paywall on Patreon. You know the Patreon. It's on patreon.com/Jordan Haas. And on that little patreon.com/Jordan Haas is the extended cut. So it's 2, 3, 4 articles more and a news segment, because if this is rambly and this is just, hey, I'm just going to be talking about my weekend or whatever, the news segment is just, hey, this was in the news. Let's talk about Overwatch 2, folks. Let's talk about what's been going on at NBC and just have fun with it. That's kind of been what I've been doing. Is it entertaining? Fuck, I have no comment, so I'm going to assume no one's listening. Like almost every podcast, no one's listening. And most of the time, I would assume people throw money my way on Patreon, so if they listen to it, good. If not, well, that sucks. So that's been the plug, essentially. Making money off one piece of content every week. That's me. I should really have thought about this better. But that's it. That's kind of been what's been on my mind. Because when you wanted to talk gaming, and you want to talk game shows, you want to talk about this, you want to talk about that, I have all sorts of things I want to talk about. And obviously, it's weird. And I don't really want to have the structure of this podcast is only about gaming or this podcast is only about game shows. I love that when I was doing that for game shows, I suppose. But I think most people would rather just have that. If I'm going to do that game show review, I'll just either put it in the front, put it on the paywall, or just tell people up front, hey, this is the one with the game show review, and it'll be fine. So have I lost my mind? Kind of. I chalk it a bit to Cabin Fever, obviously, but also just there's nothing going like at all for me. I love analyzing. I love media critiquing, not reviewing, critiquing. And then I love reviewing. Critiques are not reviews. Critiques, you're breaking it down. What's the missing statement? How did they get to this point? What's the look of this? Blah, 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 blah. Aesthetics, assemblies, director's mesh, all that good stuff. And a review is a review, and I think everyone can do a review. Most of the time you're talking about this right now. You're thinking this is boring right now. And I should be playing video games, or I should be watching something. I get ya. I'll be playing games in just a minute. I just have to do that. There you go. I hate the fact it's out of focus. Did you know that I defaulted this to be out of to be no focus, and yet it still does? That's just been on my mind. Sorry about that. I'm just like, wow. I just want to say no auto, and yet they auto focus. There you go. That's all I wanted was no autofocus. All right, so that has been what's been on my mind. Is just I don't know what to do, essentially, and it's been making me sad a lot. And you have dreams, and you don't know really what to do. So I'm doing podcasting for the moment, and that's really about it. That's why this video is public. It's one part promote this podcast. Hey, I'm sounding desperate, because kind of is. Check it out. It's free. And another part is just sort of a like a gut check, like, hey, I'm still around. I understand it. There are better people out there than me. But that's fine. So, did you ever have liquid death before? It's just water. It's canned water. All right. Canned water. So I that's been what's been on my mind. It sounds sad. Kind of is. If I really wanted to go into the whole therapy session, oh god, we'll be here for a few hours here. Because essentially it just says to me, you have to, essentially here's what the brain is saying to me. If you want. I'm throwing the real life shit out here because Essentially, if bad things happen, things are going to get fucking worse, and that's bad for me mentally. It's okay. Secondly, social media is terrible because it's expecting so much out of these people for so little. So when you see like content creators talk about they have to take breaks, or the mental toll it has, or the depression they get, or like the one bad comment after 99 great comments and they focus on the one. I understand that. And then it's the desperation of, well, this video got like 100,000 views, but this one gets 20,000. What the fuck happened? You're just like, it's a terrible, terrible place. But all you hear about is the vanity of it. And it's not healthy at all. Me, I mean, I'm okay with being on camera. I like being on camera. Hi, I'm doing it right now. But it's a case of it's easier behind the camera to look at everything and point out what's not right. And a lot of what's been going on the internet has been not right. And that's not just saying like YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, like gaming journalism in general. Like most people are now like leaving the major things and doing their own shit or forming their own little communes. That's MinMax. That's Nextlander. And they're kicking ass. But it's no different than here's a Twitch streamer with the little kitty ear headphones playing Fortnite to kids. So it's kind of weird to see like industry veterans on the same platform as like someone hopped up on G Fuel playing League of Legends. And I'm not saying one's better than the other. It's just weird to me. And also, in many ways, kind of, I would hate to say, unfair. Because some of these people have covered games. They've never taken a dime from a company. Or if they have, they've disclosed it. And they're up, and you have them up with the same people who get money from Ubisoft and money from EA to play these games and essentially lie to their community. Oh wow, this is the best game. I love it so much. It's sponsored. And that's I get angry. I get physically angry about that. Cuz for me, I think when it comes to talking about gaming, yes, you could be subjective and talk about how much you like a game, not like a game. You could be political about the game. This means this. All of that's great. It's when you are in the same line as the people who are making deals with the companies. And then you have these reactionary assholes saying, well, you're paid by blank to say that you just go insane. You really do. Because it's like, no, fuckers, no. It's just because it's a different politics than you doesn't mean they're paid by the person. Sometimes they just like the game for being fun. Maybe it's not it's not the fault of you. Maybe they just want fun games, and difference of opinion is actually healthy. Not politically speaking, if it comes to hurting people for race, gender, sexuality, and yes, I will even go as far as to say trans rights is thumbs up great. Some people still can't say that. I don't know why. Maybe they're paid by J.K. Rowling. Because apparently we have to live in a whole fucked up world where weird, out of the box QAnon thinking is what we all deal with. So, it's rough. I mean, like, not everybody's going to be Chapo. Right? Because when a lot of people, they will say, like, well, Chapo is great on Patreon. Well, we can do our own. Or they look at what, like what James Stephanie Sterling does. Well, I could do that. No. They have their own zone. They're all good people. why am I even talking about this shit? This is stuff that's on the podcast. I'm repeating myself. I guess it's, hey, if you like what I'm doing right now, where I just rambly talked out of nowhere to talk about Giant Bomb and like Jeff Gersman and all this stuff, I guess check out my podcast. What the fuck? I don't know. But no, it's been what's been on my mind. Essentially, it's how internet is hurting so many people, and it's new people, younger people, older people, pretty much everybody, and it's fucked up. It really is. And it's even hit me a lot. And it's like, I'm a nobody at this point. Like, my claim to fame was like a decade ago. I called Nostalgia Critic an asshole, and that was my big claim to fame. This is not really a good frame to put on stuff, I just realized, but And it's over. Like, I did lots of other great things. I've talked over 200 game shows. Like, it's messed up. And I've been playing games. I've been talking about games, playing games, like talking and reviewing and having fun and trying to talk movies and all sorts of great stuff. I know it's what everyone else is doing, but hey, that's me. That's Jordan. Yay! Just like everybody else, let's all be cogs in this machine called YouTube. Yeah. All right, so that's the precursor. That's the preamble to this video. I think I've made everyone stop watching right now. So now let's do the one chip challenge. No. It's just I just think a lot of YouTubers, they're all about engagement. You know, like they can't just be themselves. Or if they're making a video like this, they're going to be in the editing room cutting out all the pauses and it's all pre-written and it's just, I get it if it's like you have a time constraint or you have a production crew and all that. I'm a one-man show. I can't afford a crew at the moment. I only have like $25 on me. Like, no. I can have a little bit more than $25, but it's like in my like a fun money $25. I'm waiting for the paycheck in a couple of weeks. And even then I'm probably gonna spend on video games. Whew. All right. So, hello. Hey, this is the part of the show where we take your viewer questions, and we have none because this is not a live stream. This is a pre-recorded thing. So, I'm going to load up. Have you been hearing about this Overwatch 2? I was thinking of playing Overwatch 2, but the lobby, get this, isn't working. My guess is the servers are down because they couldn't afford better servers because they're too busy paying out Bobby Kotick before he exits. Look up the Blizzard scandal for more information. So it's not really a game I wanted to play. I'm trying to figure out a better game to play tonight. And essentially what I wanted to do was actually load up Arcade Paradise for you guys. I think you guys have seen me play Arcade Paradise publicly. I normally play Fall Guys. I normally do play Fall Guys on the stream. I think that is my casual game now. Everyone has the one laid back game. And for me, that was Fall Guys. But I've been playing Arcade Paradise. Now, I just want to say heads up, this is the end of the game. This is the end of the game. So there's spoilers the second I hit the play button here. We're going to show you Arcade Paradise, the end of the game. So sorry about that. If not, you can just, I guess, skip to the next game. I don't timestamp these things because I don't even know what time of day it is. That's on me. By the way, this is all on me. It's I should really get some of this shit settled out. If not, I'm just going to be crying into a Happy Meal toy. Oh, I got mail. All right, well, this is Arcade Paradise. This is the end of the game where the washer, the laundromat, is now an arcade. So spoilers, when you beat the game, let me go to my little office real quick, my little computer. So look at that. All right, let's see my mail. Oh, it's from Sam. I beat you again, 127. Don't care, Sam. I do not care. So this is my arcade. All the games have been unlocked. And I don't care anymore, so I'm just going to pick up trash. And gum. Look at this gum pulling action. Alrighty, and I'm just going to keep picking up. I just love the fact it's like these fake McDonald's like cardboard packages to play into the 90s aesthetic. I love it. Nondescript soda bottle. Oh, bag full. I can't pick up more trash. I have to. There's a way. I missed a... Alright, let's go over here to the trash can real quick and... Nailed it. Incredible! Made some money. We had fun. We're making money. Right, where the hell is... So someone just... The Big Boy Burger. I just can already hear, like... Just like the Fat Boys making music. Selling hamburgers. Alright, that's my toilet. It's clean. Fat Boy Burger for Big Boy Burger. Alright, okay, that's it. And then we'll go over. Oh no, gum right here on the change machine. Alright. 20 bucks. Oh, wait. There we go. Pick up some more trash. Right over. Oh, like, don't you just hate when, like, this? Like, you can't hear it. You can't hear the songs. Let me go to my jukebox where I unlocked all the songs. And let's hear one of these great songs.
Who you trying to play with, fool? Don't you know I got the high score?
No sleep, Johnny and gang.
Keep going, keep playing.
No sleep, Johnny and gang. Caught no sleep, felt no pain. No sleep, Johnny and gang.
Keep going, keep playing.
No sleep, Johnny and gang.
I grind you into powder, to dust for a Superman punch. The homies on the block, pizza parmesan for lunch. 3-day win streak, my levels can't be touched. My vision going fuzzy, but you still can't do enough. You see me now, you're dead, you can call me Duke Nukem. Lion versus Ked, hit him off with a Hadouken. You cannot contend with these moves that I'm producing. Let's not hallucinating with these I've been shooting.
Kids love nerdcore rap.
Damn, hit so hard I made Onyx say slam. Catch me in the arcade, I'm the pocket change man. Watch me pick and roll LeBron on NBA Jam. I'm a fat motherfucker, got kicked out by my mother. I can't afford my rent, I'm a chronic lover. Now I get no sleep till the end game. Just dunk a rules and a gold chain.
Let me begin, let me in, let me roll up. Yeah, when my boys leaving them toys on home, I wanna get in my zone and play the Nintendo, Donkey Kong, then turn on Zelda. While I'm listening to keep your head up, strong out here. I gotta be so I get up every morning. When I start yawning, wake and I bake. Then get up and brush my teeth after my cornflakes. I call to my home's place, already had place, play a game with the Street Fighter. Sip on some food, just feeling a bit light.
Anyway,
hungry and I'm thirsty.
What's the to-do
That's why I
list?
got my drinks,
Make
I'm
some money.
getting some jerky, West Coast and
Actually,
coasting.
Polestar.
When you smoke
Polestar's right here. So this is a side-scrolly shooting game. Give it a go. Great. Originally, it's like bullet hell. Like you are hurt, it's impossible. Nice to hold in. I missed that one. done.
Taking off the bar, we light it up, nah, rockin' DJ, street fight at night. When I'm at the arcade playing NBA Jam, gotta use the magic so I get to play Shaq.
We can now
Fresh in the
upgrade
game like the Heat are in town.
want
Built
to.
like the Terminator, throwing it down.
got the health
Since the
regen.
rain
I'm gonna try and unlock max health.
Who you got that won't get spotted in the lane? I've been watching Spike Lee, Joyce, Jam at the pop man. Super Mario with Kirby, Scribble, Sonic, and Combat. Two tribal gamers, arcade facilitators, taking over the
Virtual Rap is
New York to
referencing, like,
Vegas. Now sleep, Julian.
Just saying the names of things.
Now sleep, Julian.
Like Street Fighter, it's like Ghostbusters, it's like Back to the Future, Darkwing Duck. Now I love DuckTales, don't give a fuck. Losers, in other words. Oh man, the song's over. At least now we got the great chiptune song now from the game. If there's only one problem, is I want to play more of like the physical songs, but you can't play them through the. You can't play them through the phone. So let's see. Oh, yeah, there we go. So we need 20,000 now. I need 20,000 points. Can I unlock 20,000? That's been the big, like, hey, get some of that jukebox music, just play over this instead of. I don't get it, but I don't know why the dogs are shooting at me. Am I a murderer? I'm killing like dogs. For the space gold. Now obviously the thing I haven't said is obvious, but the really fun feature of this particular one is you can like actually like change out the game. And not the game, the weapons. I'm just doing the easiest one because I want to get the achievement, but you can very easily just, you know? That's 20,000. Like you can switch to this laser. You can switch to this laser. Maybe there's missiles. I don't know how. I don't know what the mission was. I don't know what the how-to guide was. Did you just like a default like plain graphic on this? Or? And done. Wow, that was a tough challenge, folks. Whew. Man, that boss was tough. Anyway, ready? Okay, so now what should we unlock? I guess that was laser upgrades. I guess move speed should be next. I'm a little scared of move speed though, because it might just it might go like too far. But my health is now 225. Oh look, 2D I'm complete. Oh, then I'm just good. Who cares? Alright, I did it. Alright, let's see what's next. 2500 Barkanoid. Oh, just happens Barkanoid's right here. Hey, have you ever heard of... Look at this dog. Play as a dog. It's basically Breakout, I know. I don't know, what was it, 2,500 was the score? Alright. Done. Feeling hungry, eat 15 flies and Toad and Turtle. Okay. Well, thank you. Give me the soda. Alright. I don't know how to do this, but obviously... Toad and Turtle is, okay, how do you, play? Guide Toad to safety, okay. Nope. Water. Alright, well, let me just go through a lily pad then. What? Well, okay, well, I guess I won't be eating the flies today. Turns out. Hey, look, it's Shuttlecocks. Virtual Badminton. You know the game. It's badminton. This is Shuttlecocks. We're playing Shuttlecocks. It's 1-1. Could be anyone's game. Here in Shuttlecocks. Now, I know what you're saying. Isn't this a ripoff of that famous game we know and love? And you're right. Badminton. This is virtual badminton. That's why it's called Shuttlecocks. Thrilling television. This is the thrilling stuff. This is the thrilling content you came to come to know and love from the Jordan brand. You started out hearing me vent about content creation, and here it is, folks. Me playing Shuttlecocks. Will I win? Who knows? I don't know. Usually around this time something breaks and then I have to like fix it and it sucks. No sleep till the end game. Alright, let's see. Round 10. Who's going to win this exciting game of Shuttlecocks? Also, there's nothing playing in the background now. This is really creepy. Like, this is... Here we go. Just keep going, and... Nope. Oh. So it gets faster as it goes along, just like the classic game of Shuttlecocks. You gotta use your imagination here and pretend that square is a shuttlecock. Damn, I didn't win. Let's see. Let's play Mario's Nightmare.
Sei Mario?
Sì, lo so.
Hai un fratello di nome Luigi. Luigi, 37 anni.
Here is Virtual Air Hockey.
Mario. Meglio che tu tenga
Look, if there's a glitch where I don't have to touch anything. Ready? It's stuck like that.
Are you Mario? Yes, I am. Do you have a brother called Luigi? Luigi, aged 37. Yes, I do. Mario, you had better come to the castle. There is no easy way of saying this. I'm sorry, I tell you. That your brother is dead. He died
Own goal. Alrighty, this is the kind of thrilling content. Now, see, this looks a lot like that one game we just played, Shuttlecocks, but it's not. It's virtual air hockey. Totally different. my opening and I blew it. Oh no, Knuckles' knees broke down. Well, I won. I won. Now I gotta fix Knuckles' knees. Ugh, there's bugs. Look at that, done. Alright. Let's see here. Oh! You know, let's play some air hockey. Don't worry, I'll win this real air hockey that's not virtual air hockey like virtual air hockey. I'm doing good in air hockey. Can I just get one goal, please?
Sei Mario? Sì, lo sono. Hai un fratello di nome Luigi? Luigi.
Fuck. Alright, so let's play another good song. Let's play Joystick's a really good one. As we play table football. Alright. One. We got a goal. Two. Three. I'm really good at this. Four. I'm really good at this game. Five. Pretty good. Six. There we go. Seven. Good. Eight. Doing good. Doing good. Oh, they won. Oh, that was fun. I won. Really nice. Forget the fact I played on easy mode. Alrighty. Let's get play this. Oh, we played graffiti balls. know about.
Can I play? Can I beat it? Can I play? Then let's jam. For all my gamers, arcaders in the cypher, we about to make the place get liver. When it shakes from the bass up inside ya, feel the vibe, so vibe. Give this a listen when you feel you need a bit me. First time you play, got blessed with beginner's luck. Trying to beat your high score, nothing's gonna interrupt. Now you gotta walk home, you already missed the bus. I know the feeling suck, living like the biggest truck. Trying to escape this space-time continuum. Now I'm at the arcade, thinking this is brilliant. Turns on and out like this is really, really, really fun. And I ain't even high, just enjoying my time. Youth of America, we trying to get by. Dealing with the gang of police. When I step to the beat, I know here I am free. Can I play it? Can I beat it? Can I play it? And complete it?
I don't know what the hell this game is, but I'm having fun.
Can I beat it? Can I play it? Then let's jam. Can I play with my tribe of soul from day one? What you're hearing right now is the A+. We be ballin' out Patrick in the paint cuz plug 2 and that's all where that came from. I be setting high scores every day, son. They call me 5'3" when I lay up. Ladies love what the low end's made of. The pictures I paint with my art-rope paintbrush. You know the tribe is so big, ain't much. Through the highs and lows we play us. These rhymes and flows are contagious. When you get trembled just on the bass, you'll be doing us a pretty big favor against the Empire and Darth Vader. Though I don't have no lightsaber, on a quest for the soul, let me take ya. Can I beat it? Can I play it? And complete it? Can I play it? Can I beat it? Can I play it? Then let's jam. Yeah, man.
There we go. All right, over the best. Go for the gold. There we go. I think the goal is to get a green with a green, so let's. Red to red. Nope. Oh no, Meteor Madness is broken. Here we go. Oh, damn it. Oh, we're in blue now. So now I gotta make a blue to blue. It's like 2048, but colors. There we go, that's a speedy way of doing it, and let's do it again. There we go. There we go. Ah! There we go. All right. There we go, and then there we go, and then get that one out. There we go. And then there we go. Ah! There we go. Back in the game. What happened to the... Okay, so... There we go. And then do it again. Right there. Here we go. That's gonna be good. There we go. There we go. Just little secrets here. There we go. And then just keep going. We're trying to go blue, blue. Oh, it's purple now. Sorry, it's purple. My bad. Yep. There we go. Keep going. There we go. And then... Yep. Keep going. Here we go. Am I have a strategy? Not really. I just want to just play a game where I'm playing with balls. Graffiti balls. Can I play it? Yes, you can. Can I beat it? Yes, you can. Alright. Alright, just keep going. And then that one goes over there. There we go. There we go, just keep going. There we go, green. There we go. There we go. Keep going. We got purple. Purple to purple. Almost there. What's that next color? We need to know what that next color is going to be. Oh, shit. Yep. There we go. There we go. Keep going. There we go. It's a brighter pink, turns out. There we go. There we go. You keep going. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Oh no, Bugai is broken down. The more I'm playing these games and not doing responsibilities like maintaining an arcade. What a curse. Alright. Oh, please. I lost, I think. It's over. I got the high score, though. That's pretty good. Okay, what broke? What broke? Look at... Oh, Bugai. Okay, well, let's switch Bugai right now.
Insects are radical.
Insects are radical. Thank you. One of these games broke, I think. Which one of these games broke? Hey, could you someone lead me to what the game broke? The one I have to fix? Because there's two games that broke. Nope. Nope. Graffiti balls is A-okay. Racer Chaser's okay. Bomb Dudes, UFO Assault. Story Gold, okay. Oh, the table. Alright. I think it's supposed to be like a Starship Troopers reference, but I'm not sure. Alright, let's go over here now and play one of my favorite songs. This one's my favorite song in here, and I'm going to play one of my favorite games. Well, first, wipe your tears away. And we will play on the computer Solitaire.
Game over, yeah, I'll take your place. Wipe your tears away, I'm here to stay, so take your place. Game over, yeah, I'll take your place. Wipe your tears away, I'm here to stay, so take your place. Plans, got no plans, make it up when you stop for the weekend. Days into nights, neon lights, in the bars again, seeking shoots, new recruits, cowboy boots, shoot 'em up again, freaking girls, tour the world, wreck hotel, till the next contender. Game over, yeah, I'll take your place. Wipe your tears away, I'm here to stay, so take your place. Game over, yeah, I'll take your place. Wipe your tears away, I'm here to stay, so take your place. Plans, got no plans, make it up. Make it up.
Alright.
Plans, got no plans, make it up.
We got that advanced.
Make it up. Game over, yeah, I'll take your place. Wipe your tears away, I'm here to stay, so take your place. Game over, yeah, I'll take your place. Wipe your tears away, I'm here to stay, so take
Nope.
your place.
Well, that's it. That was fun. I'm leaving. Let's do some Guy Jr. Yeah.
Plans, got no plans, make it up when you stop for the weekend. Days into nights, neon
the
lights,
business
in
with
the
the clothes.
bars again, seeking shoots, new recruits, cowboy boots, shoot 'em up again, freaking girls, tour the world, wreck hotel, till the next contender. Game over, yeah, I'll take your place. Wipe your tears away, I'm here to stay, so
Take
take your
the
place.
bus home.
Game over, yeah, I'll take your place. Wipe your tears away, I'm here to stay, so take your place. Plans, got no plans,
What,
make
make
it
full
up.
brand?
Make it up.
The guy.
Plans, got no
Own
plans,
goals in
make
air
it up.
hockey. Air hockey broke down.
Game over, yeah, I'll take your place. Wipe your tears away, I'm
I like how
here
the song's
to
still
stay, so
playing
take
even
your
after
place.
I,
Game over, yeah, I'll take your place. Wipe your tears away, I'm
air
here to
hockey.
stay, so take your place.
And then specify if it's Red Bull or not. Okay. Good. Oh, fun. I like it that there's burger containers, but no burgers. I just wanted like a good high poly burger. But they couldn't let me have that, could they? Oh, Biffle. Alright. And then we're in day 2.
Great!
I just wanted to see if I can get the goal. So let's play the Arcade Paradise team. Where is it? There it is. sins of the father.
The sins of the father brings the heat of the
Oh, bring
sun.
it.
You ain't the king of tech. Babylon brain stuck on the track. Right on the course, revealing all that you lack. Here's a fact. Rip through the illusion, you might find a clue inside confusion when you look at your life. Right, you ain't me down, my flight's overdue. And I'm so over you, the only truth is I'm the one who needs to choose which path I go, which life I make. If you wanna play the game with me, then make no mistakes, boy. And I don't play nice. Yeah, ain't no second life. Leave you blinded by the light of the sight. Yeah, come on, Reaper of the arcade paradise. And I don't play nice. Yeah,
I play.
ain't no second life. Leave you blinded by the light of the sight. Yeah, come on, Reaper of the arcade paradise. Yeah, I ain't a slave to your grind. I ain't contained within lies. I'll find my way in due time. I won't quit. No matter how bad the ocean gets, I'll sink my ship before I waste my life in your brick. Yeah, the raging flame within my hate. For all you made and you create, I'll burn it all to stake. Fate catches up a magic struck to ignite. This empty lesson learned, I'm done, I'm through with your life. Right, and I don't play nice. Yeah, ain't no second life. Leave you blinded by the light of the sight. Yeah, come on, Reaper of the arcade paradise. Yeah, and I don't play nice. Yeah, ain't no second life. Leave you blinded by the light of the sight. Yeah, come on, Reaper of the arcade paradise.
Own gold, okay.
The sins of the father brings the heat of the sun. The sins of the father brings the heat of the sun. The sins of the father brings the heat of the sun. The sins of the father brings the heat of the sun.
Well, I can wait a bit.
And I don't play nice. Ain't no second life. Leave you blinded by the light of the sight. Come on, Reaper of the arcade paradise. And I don't play nice. Ain't no second life. Leave you blinded by the light of the sight. Come on, Reaper of the arcade paradise.
Yeah. Rainbow, okay? Rainbow, okay? David. Oh, it did. Okay, good. I got the to-do item. What's the next to-do item? Run bubbles and Bugai. Alright. Alright, so let's do Bugai. Bugai is basically bust move. Alright. Alright, just blame bust move, I guess. Bust move. Bust move. Where's Bust a move. Bust a nut. Yeah, I won. Let's see where we're at right now. 27. Plenty of progress. Just gotta do that 10 more times. So this game is, I think, $20. Has a fun soundtrack. I love it. There we go. I don't know if that's gonna count towards the total, but did it. Nope. Oh, no, that's gonna. Nope, that's gonna be a wrench in the system. There we go. There we go. That's the kind of thing I wanted to see. There we go. Oh, look at that! Did you see that? That's a skill. That's esports. I heard. I'm gonna get my own energy drink. Nate Shot, if you're watching this, that's my application. Be the 101st thief. Alright, what's this? Oh, I won. Oh no, Space Race Simulator broke down. I just want to beat this game. If I beat the game, I mean like get enough money to because I'm grinding in this game right now. Look at that! Look at that! Is that skills? These are some skills. Professional bust a move. Damn it! No, that's not good. That's not good. Where we're at right now, to-do list. 134! We're not even halfway through. This is gonna... How fun. How fun we get to play this game. Did you see the one where it's own goals and it was like, yeah, it took like 3 seconds? Or Barkanoid and that took like a minute? Oh, let me just pop that right now. Take that. Not good, that's the opposite of good. Alright, green again. Blue. That's... Ah! There you go. Just keep popping. I just want to just get the missions completed. That's all. Alright. Eventually it'll be enough, right? Hopefully it's level high. Okay. Okay, ready? Let's hope this works. Did that help? I don't think so, but we'll give it a go. Did this speed starting correct? I don't know. 191. Okay. 100 of these left in my... That'll pop it. Alright, keep going. Keep going. Here we go, ready? Let's see if this works. Did it! I did. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah! Yeah! That's how video games are made. That's video games. More video games. Video games, folks. Alright, so now. Ready? Let's just keep. I'm gonna cheat again. Keep going, real quick. Ah. Did I get to 200 yet? Oh wow, the right control stick moves it. Okay, that's news to me. Alright, green. Now we have an opening. You ready? Oh man, it's really tough, you know? Oh man, it's so tough. Okay, I did. Alright, good. So I got all the stuff done. Let me put my money in my safe. Alright, good. Alright, let's see here. I have 270. Let's see what we can buy. Electrical engineering book. Games will break down much frequently. That's 300, so I need 30 more. But I finished my to-do list for the day, so I guess what I can do is just leave for the day and come back. Oh, I don't care. I left early. I don't give a shit. Bagai, 2,500. Alright, Bagai. Oh, gotta fix the toilet real quick. Hang on.
Come get some!
System subjugated! I often wonder, what if life was like one of your games? Would we seek to become the most skilled, the most industrious? Would we perform some repetitive, menial task for the sake of itself? Like you in that toilet. In some ways, I admire your stamina, and a pristine throne is certainly its own reward. But in other ways, Ashley, enough with the toilet.
Do I get anything for that then, or...? Model memory, buddy.
Who you trying to play with?
Alright.
It's a long road to the goal, it's a whole adventure. Alone when I roll, I'm the soul avenger. Calm and composed through the cold, I venture. I put them in the grave, I don't care who sent you. I'm the last man on the scene with a dream. I'm a bad man, I'm a fiend for the speed. When the days are cold and nights are long, I walk on to the new dawn and I prove wrong any cap with the doubt. I'm taking you out, the game any bout is my aim. I'm about now, not a man too big, no space too wide. I just handle my biz and I take my time in this miraculous maze. Gotta capture the rage, transmute to a brute when I'm caged, okay. Power up when I'm stuck in the mud while you cluck block any thug in this mug. Now what's up? Turn a fool into fragments with frags from my faction. It's a fact I'm a cat with disastrous action. Click, clack, bow, another enemy down. Couldn't name any lame, I ain't taking now. Been around the block, I've been rocked, got knocked to the ground. You found my feet, I ain't afraid of the forces that threaten my brethren. Concealed in my soul is my greatest of weapons. So terror too tyrannical, matter of fact, I'm an animal. Meet me in the streets if you want a battle of beef. Plead for a savior to save you cast now. Here to capture kings and lay this smackdown. Power up, I'm rising up. Feel the winds change with my rage erupts. The rain of calm is a storm of the Lord that devours any opposition of the
You don't have to play by the rules of the game.
I'm rising up. Feel the winds change with my rage erupts. The rain of calm is a storm of the Lord that devours any opposition of the sword to the power. It's a vicious world that I'm taking on. I'm too strong to fall under the weight of the evil and the wrong. Whether sun up or sun down, I'm a crushed clown. 1,000 hand slap, leave a cat on the ground. Now the energy rises, the planets are aligned, and I'm dying on violence. A monster, a giant, comply with my will, with demand to be killed. I do it for the thrill. I'm the truest, I'm the ill, I'm the godly commando. Too hot to handle. Blaze up your whole spot, shots like I'm Rambo. Blow out your candle, stomp out your flame. I don't know who told you lames you can play my game. Power up, yes, I'm rising up. Feel the winds change when my rage erupts. There ain't a calm, just a storm. I'm the Lord that devours any opposition. I'm the source of the power. Power up, yes, I'm rising up. Feel the winds change when my rage erupts. There ain't a calm, just a storm. I'm the Lord that devours any opposition. I'm the source of the power. Power up, yes, I'm rising up. Feel the winds change when my rage erupts. There ain't a calm, just a storm. I'm the Lord that devours any opposition. I'm the source of the power. Power up, yes, I'm rising up. Feel the winds change when my rage erupts. There ain't a calm.
Play some of my favorite songs. This is my favorite song in all of the game, and I'm gonna play it because I think I can win if I do nothing. Ready? Blockchain. This is it. Alright, so I'm playing the game.
Turn the lights out. Flick out the switch, let it shadow up. 2,000 times now. I'm back in time to the corner shop. We caught in headlights.
It's the content you're paying for. Oh wait, that's just
You found us. Tomorrow's headlights.
oh,
Even the stars are against the
alright, so here's what I've that's what's been on my mind this time.
Back to the future.
It's just been like, obviously there's a lot better people out there showing off games and talking about them and playing them and doing reaction faces and oh my fucking god, oh shit, oh this is holy shit poggers. But that's not my style. So I wanted to spend the 2 minutes here talking a bit about Arcade Paradise. I didn't really show off a lot of the games. Honestly, I was trying to find because I want to get enough so I can stop those the whole breaks constantly and get that book.
2,000 times now.
It's a really fun game because it's stressful, interesting, it has a great visual style, great soundtrack. Yes, it's a bootleg Frogger, it's bootleg Missile Command, it's bootleg Super Hexagon. There's a lot of bootleg games, obviously. But I don't think that's really a bad thing. I think that's good for the aesthetic of what is technically an arcade. And it's really like the storyline of the game is what makes it special, at least to me. I really love it. I really love this game. I'm not gonna say it's game of the year, but it's one of those games that I'm gonna keep thinking about in years to come because of just how fun and frantic this game was at a time when essentially similar things have happened. When you have personal responsibilities outside of playing games on the internet, you have to make your judgments. And this game kind of perfectly captures that. And I think anyone who's been like a gaming father would understand that, or someone who has dealt with problems in their own personal life and has to make big judgments. This is that game, essentially, and it's a lot of fun. It is obviously there's some bugs in this game. Not little bugs, like, that's funny. But like some certain things like the virtual air hockey and in certain controls like the hitting things. It's a ton of fun. But there's some little hooks there. But obviously this is an indie game studio. This is the kind of stuff that they probably spent years trying to develop, and it got a little buggy. And I could, honestly, and this is something I'm pointing in here, I could see them trying to do something like this with indie developers, like the Maker software thing, the Makeys. What if they got indie developers to come up with little indie games, and the little indie games are inside a little arcade like this? How many more minutes do we have? See, 259. So let me just play some more music. Let's get some, actually. Because we're playing, like, to the end, so let's get the credits mono memory. It's a really fun game. I think there is a lot of appeal to this, and I would love to see like expansions, like a DLC pack with indie developers showing off some indie titles, or if the people who made this game, if they made like a sequel to Arcade Paradise, came up with more unique arcade game ideas that come from outside vendors, sort of, and it's like a big collaboration art piece. Like, that would be really cool. I would love to see like an arcade little thing like this be something that's like done as a game jam, for instance, or something that showcases newer, younger talents that are trying to get their name across in the gaming world. Because they may be starting out, maybe they're DigiPen or USC, and they're trying to get their gaming feet on the ground. This would be great. Like, I would think that would be a good opportunity if like the people who made this Arcade Paradise had a sequel with indie developers all over the world showing off unique creations. This would be a great vessel to show it off, because I love living in this universe, and I like the unlocks, and I love all of the styles that they do in this game. It's a very fun game. Obviously, I didn't really show off a lot more of the fun because a lot of it happens in the front game, and we're at the end of the game epilogue, fuck around in the open world, kind of like in Spider-Man, the PlayStation, when you're done and all you're doing is just helping people under cars. There's nothing else to do. It's sort of like that. It's a really fun game, and I wanted to show it off for a little bit here because I don't really have chances, really, because time outside of this is spent helping my mom out, helping a lot of friends out, lots of people going through a lot of shit, and I want to help a lot of people out. And sometimes, you juggle it, you make sacrifices, as it were, and it hurts, but there are times like right now, this hour we have spent together, I'm showing off games talking about what's been on my mind. Obviously, plugging the podcast over at patreon.com/jordanhospital, also my website, jordanhoss.com, and just having a fun time. I love chatting about games, TV shows, movies, all that good stuff. Obviously, I don't want to get copyright claimed, even though I'm playing Mono Memory in the background, and it's probably overlaying what I'm talking right now, because I don't know the levels. I'm shit at video production in this case. If I had a little bit of time, I would see the balances and edit and do all of the prep work. I just don't have that time. But it's one of the best games, and it's one that I really enjoy. Now, I don't understand, what the fuck is this blockchain game? So you basically... There you go. You're a 1 block, you put it by 1. A 2 block loves to be a 2-sided thing. 6 blocks want to be a 6-sided thing. So your goal is... Oh, I screwed up. Build a 2 block. 7 blocks want to be 7s. So they can't be erased. Oh no, I hacked to the FBI. Okay. That's essentially what this game is. That's a 4. That's a 5. Okay, ones are 1s. Alright, 6s want to be 6s. There are 5 clubs being 5s. There are loads being 4s. We'll put that 6 there. 4 loads being 4s. 6 loads being 6s. 5s loads being 5s. Loads being by themselves. 4s loads being 4s. 2s loads being 2s. Oh no, aliens! Alright, 4s looping 4s. 4s looping 4s. 5s looping 5s. 2s, take that down. 2s looping 2s, so put that there. Oh no, Barkanoid's down again. 5s looping 5s. 2s looping 2s, so let's make it a 2. 7s being 7s, so 4s being 4s. Alright, 7s being 7s, so let's put it right over here. 3s being 3s. 3s being 3s, leave it there. 2s being 2s. 7s being 7s. Look at that. 1s being 1s. Alright, 6s being 6s. 7. 7. 3s looping 3s. 2s looping 2s. Ugh. Well, I lost. That's blockchain. And I did it. I got my to-do list. I got my 300 UK pounds. Let's buy my book. Alright, what's the next one? Pick up what's trash is $2.75. Alright, well I did that. So now we're all good. Oh no, that's... Okay, what broke? Let's just see what broke and fix it before I go. The racer game, okay.
Squash those bugs. Insects are rabbit.
No stick till the end game. I'm gonna play that, what is it called? 8-bit... 8-bit Almanac. This song's stuck in my head. I bought the soundtrack, so I could really just not play this. Just to conclude, let's do that. That one. Oh, so you can hit that guy.
We caught in headlights. Morning parade like newfound gods. Tomorrow's headlights. Even the stars are against the odds.
This is all I love. It's just like arcade games. Look, hammer time. Got a hammer time key.
Back to the future. An almanac to reveal the plot. We keep our
else, bro?
eyes closed. We trust our
Arkham.
feelings and take the shot.
I don't know if I would ever want to run an arcade. It seems like a lot of maintenance. Even though it seems like an actual like
You turn the lights out.
happy job.
Flick out the switch like shadow up. 2000.
Just quit. Quit the desktop. Yep, that's what I'm doing. So that's essentially Arcade Paradise. It's a game I've fallen in love with. And it's been one of those games that have brought me joy in the last few months, and I haven't really gotten a chance to show it off. I know a lot of arcade collections, they're real arcade games, like the Capcom collection have come out, the Cowabunga collection has come out. But something about Arcade Paradise with it feels like WarioWare in a way, and I like that. I want to now just play a little bit of Fall Guys. I don't think I'm gonna win Fall Guys, but I play Fall Guys pretty often. Am I the best? Probably not. A big problem with Fall Guys is since it's been epic and free to play, a lot more people have obviously done what most free to play games are and spent so much time playing it. They're really, really good at it, even more than me. So because there's more time to perfect that game, they're more experts at it, and I suck typically. And that's the case with a lot of games. I mean, that's kind of why I don't really play fighting games that often. It's that you have to play with friends, and your friends have to be good, and sometimes they're way good because they practice for hours and hours on end, and you're just played it for the first time. And you can't really play it online, because when you play it online, you're playing against pretty much everyone over the world. And even though they say they have a ranked tier, and they know what they're doing with like, oh, you're about the same skill level. No, never. That's not really the case. And nope, I'm not upset about that just because I never won a game of Street Fighter V. Alright, let's load up some Fall Guys. I've also recently, on the Patreon, been watching some Games Master, this UK game show about video games, and been having a blast talking about games and game shows and all that good stuff. What I've learned is that Games Master, I think all the host segments are done in advance, and they're very non-descriptive. And when you realize some of those tricks, it kind of takes you out of the show. But I think it's just because my production brain is just always on overdrive when those sort of things happen. Anyway, let's game capture. Here we go. Oh, look at this great game. Is it broken? Like, what's going on here? You just want to play Fall Guys. Oh, look, there it is. There it is. There it is. No, that's the game I've been playing. That's been the Fall Guys. I just wanted to play like a quick round, but it's like so slow, and I want to get in the game right now, and it's an online game, and I understand servers and lobbies and all that, but maybe Epic Game Store's broken. I don't know. My internet shouldn't be pinging this bad. Oh, we're downloading content. Fancy. Kind of reminds me of when you have like a Windows update and then you finish the update and they say, hey, we have another update for you. And you just feel angry. You guys remember dabbing? I think this is supposed to be like a Fall Guy. I don't know if the Tracksters were meant to be like a... Were meant to be like a Ted Lasso or a Squid Games reference, but I like it. Okay, that's some Amogos. Nope, I'm good. Alright, show selector, jump around, extreme solo show. I want to do an extreme solo show. Let's have some fun. Extreme solo shows are really fun because you play for double the crown, but the rule is that if you ever fall off any of the race levels, it's an immediate game over, which is actually the original rule set when Fall Guys originally was pitched. So that's why I kind of like it. It's like kind of like a feel of like the original style, which was supposed to be like one obstacle course, and it almost kind of like what was that game that came out that's like a Legends of Hidden Temple, where you only have one life, and then if you fail, you're done. Oh no, Seesaw. Okay. Well, this is gonna be a great one and done level. Alright, we'll do some Seesaw Extreme. The real X Games is here on the Fall Guys studio. This is like a classic, like the platforming one. I like Fall Guys a lot because most Battle Royale games obviously are FPS. Like Apex, like even though Fortnite's a third-person shooter, let's say Fortnite's a shooting game. Oh, you're trying to make me lose. There's no need for a checkpoint. It's a one and done. Nope. I'm just gonna play it safe. Because it's a platformer, and I think platforming games are like classic video games. When we look at a good history of many people getting into games, they think of Mario, they think of Sonic the Hedgehog, or if they're like in the PlayStation 2, Sly Cooper or Ratchet and Clank. Platforming games are just been kind of that ideal thing of video games, so it's fun to see a platformer battle royale. Like, anyone can really play this if they've ever played a platformer in their life. And now this is the riskiest part, because even though only the first... Alright, there we go. Alright. And... I actually survived for once. Go figure. Looks like 18 people are left. 3, 2, 1. 15. 15 people. Out of 18 left. So I'm guessing the 18 are just people who are watching. Or they were idled. I don't know. Let's, okay. Oh, the Undertaker's there. Rest in piss, my friend. All right, neat. Hoverboard Heroes, another great challenge. Okay, maybe it's Hoverboard Heroes X. Nope. All right, I just wanted to have fun. I don't know how many people we have left. We have 40 people? Like, what's going on here? They just skipped right to game 2. Yeah, but everyone can do a platformer. And I like that about Fall Guys. I'm not the best at platformers, but it's something about just like this. It's like Mario Party platformer. And I know Kirby's Dream Buffet came out and people say it's like Fall Guys. I could see that. To me, it's just a very fun little game. Plus, I'm a hamburger. I'm a hamburger. I can't get angry about that because I'm a hamburger. Oh, that fan is dangerous. The fan's a very dangerous weapon. I have to. Oh, that fan sucks. I hate fan. I have to. Nope, don't jump yet. The fan will jump. Take your time. Literally take your time on this one. There's no time pressure until like you either can't make it to the boat, or sorry, the hoverboard, or game over. So there we go, and we'll just. Oh no! I fell onto the hoverboard. All right, and then we jump. Jump, and then we jump. Oh. Jump, okay, let me just keep going. Wait. Is the robot dabbing? Alright, and we'll just... There we go. Did it. I won. Alright, I survived. I don't know how many are left now, or... Does it matter, or we have to keep playing, or... Yeah, 15, alright, we're down to 8. So now we can play another game, go down to 4 or 6, or we can just go straight to a final. The minimum is 15 to do a final, so... Oh, sorry, the limit's 15, so we are in... Okay, we're in final, and it's Jump Showdown. I never win this, but at least I made it to a final round, and that's what I came here to do today. Play a final. If I actually win this, this is the first time winning in Extreme Fall Guys. So that's also kind of like a monumental event. Oh, but there's a fan. Oh, Jesus. That's sabotage. That is dangerous. They should be ashamed of themselves. Because that's all about timing, and if the fan goes on when you're jumping, that sucks. So I gotta actually like that, yeah. Yeah, I'll pick the 3. And jump. Hang on. Yep. Alright. Oh, there we go. There we go. Alright, so it's going to be, I think, one of these. Okay, so there's only 2 platforms that usually stay at the end of a round. So it's going to probably be... Oh, shit, that's bad RNG. That's just bad RNG. That's just really bad RNG. I feel bad. If I win this, that sucks. That's like a bad win. That's a yuck win. Because I won because RNG was not fair to those people on that platform. You picked the wrong platform. There's no way for you to jump, so you lose. Alrighty. Oop. This is just a jump rope challenge again. And anyway, here comes the fan. Nope. Nope. Fuck. I lost. Oh well, good job with the Yodi set top 3 guarantee. That's actually a good one. I hope they're streaming this, but that'd be fun. Oh good, I got 9,000 points. I have to probably play some more to unlock some of these good features. Oh well. Live long and prosper. Alright. I'm just happy I was in the final with an Extreme and did that. So I'm already excited. I'm happy. So I'm going to exit the game right now and just do one final chat. So I know I would probably be playing Fall Guys a bit more, but I think it's midnight now. Yeah, it's almost 1. What the fuck? So I'm going to be going to sleep now, or at least try to sleep. I'll upload this. It'll be made public. There's still no comments, but just once again, thank you for subscribing to this channel, following, looking at this channel, because I don't really want to promote this that much. The only thing I do want to promote is the podcast, Podcast Jordan Haas, because it really is the only thing I have going for me. And mentally, I don't really know what to do anymore. It kind of sucks. Typical millennial thought process, am I right, folks? No. But it's sort of like like you have a little set of skills, and it's like the skills are outdated, and now you just kind of think like maybe I should just go to college and study something else. That's kind of how it feels. But oh well. Let's see what is Blanco's block party. I'm looking at this on. Is this what is Blanco's block party? Is that a Fortnite skin? Is that like? Vibrant open world multiplayer game style like a giant block party with focus on customer design, but these look like Funko Pops. Like, what's the thing? What's the... Oh, God. Oh, vomit. Oh, God. Oh, God. So, here, let's look at the trailer real quick here. We're not watching Games Master. Sorry about that, but... I gotta say... Funky New Worlds. Okay, so get down with your fans. Looks like Fall Guys. Funko Pop. Then you own your items in games. Did you see that? Gross. 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 What the shit? No. Gross. Gross. No. No, no. No, no. No. Yuck. No. Yuck. No. Nope. It looked like fun. This is a blockchain NFT game. This game supports or includes the use of blockchain NFT technology or cryptocurrency. All transactions related back. Ugh, God. Blah. But please be advised, before purchasing any cryptocurrency or digital assets, that players should do their own research. Player purchases through third-party marketplaces are made at their own risk, and Epic Games does not encourage the purchase or sale of any cryptocurrency or digital asset that don't put in your fucking game store. Don't make your bootleg Fall Guys into an NFT game. It's like, why? It looked like fun. Like, hey, look, a little silly like NFT, like a little. There's Godzilla. But now I'm hearing NFT technology, and that's like immediate. I'm out. Like, no. First of all, that looks like a free to play game. So you're kind of going to put kids in there, and there's going to be some weird ass guy out there going, but that's good because then kids can get into cryptocurrencies at an early age, and that's great because that means they're going to understand business and no. Because cryptocurrency, even if you want to be one of those wonk brains, it's still technically like a stock, a bond, a gold. It's like a little thing that people say has a perceived value. But sometimes, like anything in, say, a really bad economy, the economy might suck, and therefore the value might go down. So maybe you're telling people it's worth money now, but it could be crashing later. Or maybe if this game has no sellability and no one's interested, because maybe there's NFTs, it will depreciate in value. Ways things work is if there is like a fun demand and people want it, and money go up, and if not, go down. You can't just tell people it's worth money, and if it's not, and people think it is. Yeah. Now, obviously, there's a whole thing about labor and what practices are and how you're valuing yourself. NFTs, no. Gross. Gross. And I was so close to being like, hey, maybe I should check out. Until I heard a fucking NFT game, and the fucking trailer has this NFT FTW. That is also the cringiest thing I saw on the Hulu reboot, was the Writer's Room episode. And one of the writers said, like, is trying to reference NFTs. It just feels yucky. It feels like when someone's saying MySpace or AOL keywords. Like, it's just outdated at this point. No. No. Yuck. No. Sorry, I don't want the moon currency. If you're going to hand me money, do it through PayPal. Throw it through Vimeo. Throw me a check. Throw me physical money. Don't do cryptocurrency. You know what's good? Dollar bills in America. I could go to a grocery store and buy food. So that's going to do it here. Thank you so much for letting me vent for a few hours, play games, show off some good stuff. Hopefully, you can check out my podcast. I don't know if I'm going to be doing these videos that often, because all my focus is, again, on the podcast and on the Patreon. But thank you so much for tuning into this. I appreciate anyone sending messages my way. You know what? If you could I have a Discord. You can always just join me on the Discord as well. I don't know if the links are available. So probably what I'll do is, when this video goes up, I'm going to have like a link below the description, and it's only going to be good for maybe like an hour or a day, and that'll be it. And you can join and say hello. And we'll see what happens. So until then, have a great night. We'll see you soon.